Hey y'all, this is Jen from Sola Dea Gloria. Welcome to Across the Kitchen Table, the 3rd edition. I think the title of this vlog should be the vlog that almost didn't happen. I am totally and completely exhausted and have recorded this probably 6 times, totally breaking my own rules, because I keep stumbling over my words. I can't seem to get my head on straight, and tomorrow is Easter, and I just wanted to accomplish everything the past 2 days so that I could have a day of rest on Sunday. And so I have tried to cram probably a week's worth of work into 2 days, and I have been grumpy, and I have been out of sorts, and totally not really preparing myself for the resurrection of Jesus at all. And in fact, that's what I wanted to talk with you about today, about those pesky to-do lists that seem to be ruling my life these days. I know not everybody is a list maker. I know not everybody is a type A personality. But what I have found is that I have become a slave to productivity and checking things off my to-do list. And unfortunately, when somebody tries to get in the way of me accomplishing my agenda for the day, it is not a very pretty sight, and is definitely not conducive to extending grace and love the way Jesus has called me to do. You know, my one word this year is useful, and so yesterday and today I've decided that to-do lists are no longer useful for me because they don't allow me to pursue and chase after God the way I want to. I find that in my life I can chase after God in the big things, in ministry, in writing, in blogging, in speaking, in my relationships with my friends or people that I feel like God has moved into my life. It is very easy for me to pass off that control to God and say, this is too big for me. I can't handle it. I need you to speak through me, to work through me. I just have no doubt in my mind that I can do these things without Him. However, in the day-to-day running of my house, and most of the time in my discipline, just my relationship with my kids, my relationship with my husband to a certain extent, I totally take on that control. I know when I want my house to be cleaned, how I want it to be cleaned, when the laundry needs to be done, when I need to get my blogging post scheduled, when my kids' homework needs to be finished, and if they've made their bed, and if they're speaking respectfully, and all of these things, it doesn't even occur to me 9 times out of 10 to wake up in the morning and don't even tell God what I want to get done that day. Before, a long time ago, I wrote a blog post about writing down my agenda and then praying and saying, okay, God, if this is not what you have for me today, then please feel free to change it. And obviously, I've forgotten that was effective, because I have totally reclaimed ownership and have chased down everything that I want to do, and have left very little room for how God might want to interrupt my day, and in whatever fashion that might look like. And when I think about the resurrection of Christ and the new life that His death was able to breathe through us, I mean, for forgiveness, for grace, but even but for relationship, His death and resurrection changed the relationship that we can have with God. And to be honest with you, when I have spent my whole day chasing down the things that I find are valid and that I feel I need in order to feel successful or productive or good about myself or whatever, I don't feel life at the end of the day. I feel tired. I feel grumpy. And the people who live in my house often feel that way too, because that's the kind of energy that I'm putting out there. And I don't want to end every day feeling exhausted. There's a difference between working hard and that good kind of tired. The kind of tired I'm talking about is not the good kind of tired. The kind of tired that I'm talking about is the one where even though you have done what you wanted to do, there's still something missing in that sense of satisfaction. And the truth is that if I can chase after God in the everyday, as I do in the big, every day I could go to bed feeling satisfied that I did exactly what God wanted me to do, that I chased God and felt the life that He wanted to create through those activities or through that prayer or through that relationship. So I would just encourage you to look at the big picture and to look at the little picture and the mundane everyday task. What would it look like for you to invite God in to that part of your life? Because truth is, nothing is mundane to Jesus. He can use everything to bring new life within our hearts and to draw us closer to Him. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great week after Easter and that your day yesterday was just filled with rebirth and God's goodness and love. We'll see you next month.